You have to spend money in order to make money is a proverb that virtually everyone has heard. And this makes perfect sense, considering that it is unquestionably simpler to produce money if you have a significant amount of startup capital. On the other hand, is it even feasible to build money when you don't have a lot of it? Number 15. Having a mindset of wealth. Having the appropriate frame of mind is essential to the process of accumulating riches, even tell-ready. The question is it possible to begin with nearly nothing? The response is an unequivocal affirmative. 79% of millionaires are members of the first generation of wealth, which means they did not inherit their wealth. This demonstrates that it is possible to amass riches even if you initiate the process from the very beginning. The following are some of the methods that can be done. Let's start, but first make sure to subscribe to our channel. This may sound like a hoax. If you do not believe that you are capable of achieving your financial goals, if you believe that money is the source of all evil, or if you do not have confidence in your capacity to keep the riches that you earn, then it will be much more difficult for you to achieve your goals. Take precautions to avoid expensive repairs. Unanticipated appliance breakdowns can cost as much as $1,000 to fix. Number 14. Choosing a lucrative field. Play the game that will make you money, where the prizes are more valuable. Working in a field that pays above average will provide you with more cash to work with when it comes to investing and saving more money, even though it is not an absolute necessity. In addition to white-collar jobs such as engineers and attorneys, skilled crafts such as aircraft mechanics and plumbers can also bring in well over 6 figures in salary. White-collar jobs are not the only ones that can bring in a lot of money. Number 13. Make sure you are living below your means. The deficit that exists between what you make and what you spend is where wealth is created. Increasing the size of this gap will allow you to have more room in your budget for savings and investments. You can still have enough money to grow wealth even if you are not making a lot of money, provided that you are able to limit your spending to a minimum. Number 12. Show a willingness to take a step away from your culture. If you did not originate from a wealthy family, it may be challenging to break free of the cultural expectations that are associated with your financial situation. Friends and family members might anticipate that you will purchase something for them. In the event that you alter your income level, some members of your community may look down on you or believe that you are too good for them. It is important to be prepared to establish some limits that are not just kind but also forceful when it comes to the impressions and beliefs that other people have about your new economic status if you intend to acquire riches. Number 11. Obtain a formal education. Even though college is expensive, studies continue to demonstrate that people who have earned bachelor's degrees are likely to earn 84% more than those who have graduated from high school. If you are able to find means to obtain an education, whether it be a 4-year university degree or a certification from a trade school, you will be able to open doors to positions that pay greater than if you only had a high school diploma. Financial aid and loans are available despite the fact that the cost of an education might be quite high. However, you should make sure that you select an area that is worthwhile so that you can pay back your loans and develop a fortune. Number 10. Set up a default payment schedule for yourself. Establishing an automatic draft on your paycheck to be deposited into your savings account and / or retirement account will allow you to remove the decision-making process from your savings. Putting your savings on autopilot will allow them to occur automatically on a monthly basis without requiring any action from you, and you will be less likely to be tempted to spend the money. Making use of this life hack will allow you to build up your savings even when you aren't giving it any thought. Number 9. You should have a dependable source of revenue. It would appear to be a no-brainer to have a job if you want to grow money, but having a reliable source of income makes it much simpler to organize both your spending and your savings. If you are not concerned about where your next paycheck is going to come from, you have the ability to make forward-thinking financial decisions, such as making automatic contributions to a retirement account or purchasing materials in large quantities. Number 8. Begin a line of business. You have a great deal more control over the amount of money that can be made from your investment if you establish your own business, since you are able to determine the amount of time and effort that you put into it. Based on the fact that it is believed that 51% of billionaires are business owners, starting a business could be an effective approach to amass riches if you possess the expertise and the perseverance to do so. There are several enterprises that can be launched with a very small amount of capital. Number 7. Obtain insurance for your possessions. An unnoticed step on the path to prosperity for anyone is to ensure that they do not lose what they have built. It is possible to protect yourself from being completely wiped out by a single catastrophe by purchasing adequate insurance for your health, life, automobile, and house. When you overinsure yourself, however, you run the risk of paying more than necessary for your premiums. The increase that your money could have earned if you had invested it instead will be taken away from you as a result of this. Number 6. Enhance your existing abilities. The rate at which technology is transforming our lives is accelerating, and as a result, it is essential to ensure that your skills remain current and relevant. Maintaining your knowledge in your industry requires you to continue your education, whether it be through the study of the most recent computer programs or through training. As a result, you will be able to command a greater pay and open up more options for yourself. When it comes to getting started for free, YouTube, Coursera, and other websites can be excellent places to start. Number 5, broaden your financial holdings. If you have already started to accumulate wealth, you should not put all of your eggs in one basket. There's a good reason why this is such a well-known cliché. Due to the bursting of the dot-com bubble and the catastrophe that occurred in the real estate market in 2008 and 2009, life became rather challenging for investors in the technology sector. When you have a wide portfolio of assets, you will protect yourself from the possibility of a crash in any particular sector of the market. Number 4, stay away from debts with excessive interest rates. Consumer debt with high interest rates is the single most effective way to reduce your net worth. If you want to become wealthy, you should avoid using debt to purchase things that depreciate over time, such as automobiles, clothing, and boats. Because of the high interest rate, you will end up paying a lot more for these products in the long term than you would have if you had stored up your money and purchased them outright. Number 3, establish a broad range of revenue streams. Diversifying our investments is something that we hear a lot about, but what about changing our incomes? When compared to having multiple sources of income, having only one source of income is a more risky situation. In the event that you are laid off or fired, you will have a few other sources of income to fall back on. Despite the fact that they do not cover all of your expenses, it will help to cushion the shock of losing your major salary source. Number 2, refine your tax preparation. The payment of taxes is obligatory, yet there is no justification for giving Uncle Sam more than his share of the revenue. Get all of the tax deductions that you are eligible for and make sure that you are taking efforts to decrease the amount of tax that you owe. Some of these steps include making contributions to retirement funds that are optimized for taxation, calculating deductions for your business, making charitable contributions, and more. Number 1, keep a fund for unexpected expenses. However, the aim of your rainy day fund is not to earn you a lot of interest, so you should not worry about that. When your heater breaks down or you find yourself in need of an unexpected auto repair, having an emergency fund will shield you from the burden of financial stress and the need to utilize credit cards with high interest rates. Take it all in. Although great wealth is not created overnight, it is possible to become wealthy if you have the appropriate mindset, the right tools, and the right amount of effort. This is true even if you did not come from a wealthy family. This is even more significant than the amount of money you make, since what you do with it, savings and investments, is even more crucial. Your wealth will gradually increase over time if you train yourself to make prudent financial decisions and discipline yourself to do so. If you are committed and persistent, you have the ability to write your own success tale about rising from poverty to riches. This is it for today's video. Tell us in the comments below about your opinions. Thanks for watching.